Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the New York Knicks. Taking a look at the Knicks, there's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, it's still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. Shaq, the guy I want to talk about right now is Anthony Davis. Led Kentucky to a title, one of only 3 freshman most outstanding players in the last 70 years. He's really become a force in the NBA.
Ernie, there's a reason he was the #1 pick 2 years ago, and he has not disappointed. Long, lanky, can run the floor, can rebound, can block shots, can shoot. This kid can do it all. You heard it here first. 2 years from now, he will be one of the top centers in the game.
That's it for us in the studio. Back with more later. Right now, let's turn it over to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome to this Thursday night edition of the NBA alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan on 2K Sports. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Pelicans playing here with a home court advantage. Off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Out of the wings, it's the feisty pair of Melo and Shumpert. Stoudemire out there with Quincy. And it's Calderon in at the 1 spot. And Rivers with the basket on the assist by Evans. Rivers has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Pelicans.
Evans is an athletic slashing guard. He's really gifted at getting to the rim. And I think his outside shot, the inconsistency of his outside shot has held him back a bit. Ironically, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, but still lacks that touch from mid-range on field goal attempts.
Still looking for that first bucket here to start the game.
It's stolen by Stoudemire. Played so far here in the first. Calderon, that's good.
Now they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
And here are the Pelicans now.
And Evans has worked diligently on his shooting. He had a bad habit of fading back on every jump shot early in his career, so he's tried to shoot with a more traditional motion.
Right side jumper. Back to Anthony. Calderon has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Shaky the first few minutes. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
And Evans over his career has bounced around a little bit position-wise. He played point guard at Memphis and coming into the NBA. And then some small forward. What do you think his best position is?
I think he's one of those guys that probably is a playmaking small forward or 2 guard. He's got ball handling skills that allow him to play. He's strong. His wingspan allows him to play bigger than he is, but I think he's a playmaker 2 or 3.
And here's Rivers following the 3-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Davis using his post move to get the 2 points. Calderon with it. Free throw line jump shot. Change shot, and there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Free throw good, Stoudemire.
Stoudemire still an efficient scorer, attacking the rim. Problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked the shot. Not a great ratio. So he's got to continue to work defensively.
Good on the shot. Rivers has got his 2nd basket. And so it's New York with it. And here's Calderon. He dishes it to Stoudemire. That ball, nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Stoudemire's got 5 points so far. Pelicans trailed by 4. And Amari, he's owed around $45 million over this season and next.
And that's a huge contract. Still a great scorer, but as we discussed, he's got to defend at a better level. rebound at a higher rate, man, more minutes. Make that happen.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Stoudemire left side. Shumpert dishes to Stoudemire. It's rebounded by New Orleans. I should check that. 3 rebounds now in this one. Holiday attacking, and the shot is good. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Down here in the Bayou, the Pelicans were a much deadlier team shooting the ball. They really shot well from outside when they played in this break.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jins is checked in. Anderson comes in for Davis. John Selman, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Gal Meckel in for Drew Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pelicans that gives them the lead. Meckel's got his first points of the night. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. As you guys said, the Pelicans were sharpshooters here at home. Top 5 in the league, Steve, for three-point percentage in this building.
And that helped them finish the season over 500 here in New Orleans, which is a step in the right direction for a team that is on the rise.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Evans kicks to Meckel. Evans passes to Selmans. He feeds it to Anderson. Poke loose. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Selmans. Oh, good on the triple. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Hardaway and the powerful one-handed slam.
He always knows where his teammates are going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Meckel. Pass to Anderson. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about this.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Hey guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
We've got Ryan Anderson. Gal Meckel up there with Salmons. And it's Cunningham. And it's Ajinça in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. New York trailing.
Dante Cunningham is pick and pop big man out of Villanova. But it's hard to survive shooting 2-pointers alone. Yet he's not developed his range out beyond the arc. I think he's got to do that if he's going to continue to be a valuable contributor.
Now here's Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The alley-oop. Shot denied. And New Orleans pushing it up now. It's stolen by Dallenberg. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher going straight from his playing to his new job as the Knicks head coach. He brushed aside questions about his lack of experience, saying, basketball is a game that I'm experienced in playing, understanding, leading in, and helping achieve the greatest gift in the world as an athlete, and that's being a champion. Not bad, guys.
A lack of confidence. He understands winning, Doris. Thanks. Echo gets the bucket. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Cunningham, undersized Steve at 6'8", not the best rebounder, but he's great covering pick and roll.
He is. He's got that ability that you love in modern NBA defense to be able to guard pick and rolls, to switch out on the for the big guys rolling to the rim. A very smart player who can compensate for that lack of size.
Just 2 to shoot. That's good. He's got his first 3 points in the game.
You can't leave him alone, especially if he's long range.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. A different look for New York. New Orleans in the lead. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Rivers dishes to Evans. Davis kicks to Rivers. The pass to Davis. Rivers with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday gets the bucket.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Here's Calderon, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint. Dominating.
Davis drives in, and that one's good. Davis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans. Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Calderon against Holiday. Shumpert dishes to Anthony. Back to Shumpert. Pass to Calderon. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. 7-point twist out of mine. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. Steve, right from the start last season, some upheaval for the New York Knicks with the front office shaking.
Yeah, surprising move. When you consider that the team's coming off a 54-win season in 2013. And the team's first second-round appearance in over a decade.
New York calls timeout.
Evans signed and traded to the Pelicans last season with a big 4-year, $44 million contract. Pretty big vote of confidence for a guy whose minutes had gone down every year after his phenomenal rookie season.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was asked to text the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stoudemire. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks again, Doris. And last season, some issues between Tyreke Evans and Coach Monty Williams by the trade deadline. Even rumored the Pelicans looking to trade him.
Yeah, I kind of heard those rumblings, too. Evans expressed confusion about his role. Williams said that he'd been an adjustment coaching. Criticized his mid-range game. The wires got crossed up and tangled a little bit. And hopefully they'll be able to get him some goals going forward.
And he gets the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. With as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
And Shumpert kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Shumpert. Anthony against Evans. The drive by Anthony. Evans gets the rebound.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. The defense stood tall there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. Larkin, he's checked in for Quincy Acey. He hits the second from the line.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Here's Larkin, guarded by Holiday. Here's Anthony. That's good. Anthony's got 7 points.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Davis. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Pelicans Pelicans on top, up 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Just communication. They trust one another. Somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're trying to get up and down, get going somewhere somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
That was fun watching him in the first half, just breaking out the entire arsenal of post moves.
Yeah, I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. He'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch here.
Well, with the shakeups for the Knicks, with the coaching change, and even the change in the front office during last season, absolutely expect him to take on a new direction.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half. On the perimeter, Amon Shepard and Carmelo Anthony. Quincy AC out there with Stoudemire. And it's Calderon and it's the point guard. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Calderon against Holiday. Calderon kicks to AC. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here. Because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
They had a little bit of a hiccup to get the overhaul started, but once it was in full swing part, the Knicks made a lot of changes.
Well, getting Fisher to coach and implement the triangle was a big one. And they also made some trades to shake up a roster that really felt underachieved last year.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, incredibly, Anthony Davis, one of the league's rangiest big men, and it's rumored that he's still growing. Asked about it, Davis joked, "I hope not. I don't want to be 7 feet. It just sounds weird, but if I grow, I can't help it." He does, however, want to get stronger, though. Now up over 240 pounds, he's putting in work in the weight room. Sounds like trouble for the competition, Kevin.
Should help him hold his own inside, Doris. Thanks.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
Now a timeout call by New Orleans. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Plays it up and punch it in. Now it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
Well, it's obvious Anthony Davis can run, jump, rebound, block shot. You see those types around the NBA, but what sets him apart in my mind is his skill and fluidity at the offensive end. That, to me, is what elevates him to the superstar at the
Pelicans lead by 5. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Well, despite that possession, something I'd like is that they've really been in control while getting out to this lead. They've kept the turnovers down.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Alan Barrett comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Amon Shepard. Now here's Anthony. 9 points in the game so far. Anthony missing again.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, the rebound might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. They've been winning that battle.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. Some changes for New Orleans. Anderson comes in for Omer Ashe. And it's Salmons in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Knicks, Smith comes in for Quincy Ace. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Jose Calderon. Now here's Anderson. Banked in off the glass. They got on this floor a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And Prigioni kicks to Anthony. New York, no good that time either.
defensively speaking.
Salmon's with it. Now Smith defending. Salmon's kicks to Evans. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Evans has got his first bucket in this one.
Good work to tack some more points onto this lead.
Those are the kind of possessions they can build on and again pull away here.
Here's Prehion, guarded by Holiday. Prehion passes to Smith. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pelicans leading by 9.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with the new group of players and the ownership. Fits nicely into creating a new identity.
1:35 left in the third. Here's Prehion, guarded by Holiday. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Dallenberg. Misses from short range.
Yeah, they are, and they need to come up with a rally wrecking play here to stop this run.
Taken away by Anthony. Smith left side. Outside Anthony. A three-pointer, no good. We talked about the Pelican mascot, Steve Wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward.
New Orleans making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. And then for New York. Hardaway comes in for Samuel Dallenberg. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Pablo Prehion. Now here is Holiday. He's got 9. It's tipped. Leads for it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Meckel's checked in. Here's Anderson. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And it's Smith penetrating. Good.
Every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Meckel kicks to Cunningham. Salmons from outside. He nailed the buzzer beater.
Right between the eyes is how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure, and it's absolute highest.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of them.
Assist of the game, which came from Steve from an unlikely source.
Yes, the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard. Serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
Knicks trailed by 14. Ryan Anderson out there with Omer Asher. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Gal Mecca. And it's Cunningham in at the 3 spot. It's the Pelicans 5. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Amon Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. And we heard his name rise all season long in trade rumors.
And he knocks down the first one.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He shot over 40% from long range in year 2. It was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometime in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert. Perhaps he shot too many from above the arc.
Meckel kicks to Anderson. The feet to Meckel. Rivers dishes to Ush. And he gets it to go. Ush's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
And guys, for Shumpert, he's got to improve his finishing around the rim. With his size and athleticism, I think he could be better scoring in the paint.
Here's Larkin. Here's the pass to Shumpert. It's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
New Orleans making some changes here. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Cunningham. And it's Holiday in for Gal Mecca. And New York with a change here, too. Calderon's checked in. Anthony. Clock is at 3. And that one hits back iron.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Evans kicks to Anderson. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Stoudemire, right side. Anthony nowhere around. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Pelicans leading by 11. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Here's Hushik, and it's thrown down. Ball with both hands. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Well, not everybody in Houston was happy when Dwight Howard chose his time with the Rockets. Omer Oshik found himself out of the starting position and promptly requested a trade from the team. This offseason, he finally got that wit.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He challenged this group to really go for it, saying, now's the time when winners take control. Now let's go out there and take it to them. Guys, a nice pep talk. We'll see if we got it going.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
And Evans the basket on the assist by Rivers. Rivers has got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trailed by 15. We talk about Oshik's trade request. You know, after 2 seasons as a backup in Chicago, signed with the Rockets, thinking he'd be their starting center. And I think he is a starting caliber center in this year. Tough for him to take that step back into a reserve. Rivers can't get it to go. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Calderon with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Calderon kicks to Shumpert. Buries the long-range jumper. And Oshik, when he demanded that trade card, to sit out games and practices for the week.
Kevin, that could not have gone very well with the Rockets or his teammates or help his trade value. I mean, that was not the way to respond after averaging over $8 million a year on this contract. If you're cashing those checks, you better show up and do your job.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Anderson.
Drew Holiday, going into last season, traded from the Sixers to the Pelicans in exchange for 2 first-round picks. A win-now move for the Pelicans, clearly. But he ended up only playing a little over 2 months after a stress fracture in his ankle.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And for Holiday, an All-Star in 2013, but Steve, he's still very young.
Yeah, just going into his 6th season in the league. Remember, he only played 1 year of college at UCLA, so still very young, still a lot of upside, very talented point guard.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Shumpert passes Dewey's to the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Calderon, no good.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Holiday dishes to Rivers. He kicks to Davis. That's good.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. We really have to give it up to New Orleans.
Good point, Steve. Clark, they had to battle for this one. There were times when it looked like it was slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it. And because of that, they were able to pull away.
Now here's Evans, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Fader on the way. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel ball.
Anthony Davis with a historic second season. His numbers comparable to some of the all-time greats. The highest player efficiency rating ever for a player his age.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hardaway. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Here's Meckel. Cunningham kicks to Selmans. Feeds to Anderson. McHale passes to Agency. New Orleans moving the ball around. Meckel can't hit. Tipped away. Smith with a wide open look. Off target with the open look.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Playing hard. We had a meeting today as a team, and we were just going to come in and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from. And we did a great job at it.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.